The video that I will present is a typical very first introduction for the alternative certification pre-service training classes that I teach. They would be made up of about 20 adults who have their bachelor's degree. Some of them might be former teachers in a private school system or have taught at the college level. Some of them may be retired military. Some of them are right out of college, but some of them also have maybe pursued a different career for 5, 10, 15 years and now are wanting to switch into becoming a teacher. So we do a 2-week training, and this is our first opportunity to start to get to know one another before we start the lessons. Hi students! While you wait for us to start class, I would like you to take your name tents and put the information on the tent that I have up here on the PowerPoint screen. If you could put your first name in large print right in the middle, and then if you can put in the bottom left the subject and grade level that you would like to teach, and then on the bottom right where you might like to go on vacation next or one of your favorite vacation spots. And so if you could just jot that down, and then as you wait for us to get started, go ahead and introduce yourself at your table. All right? Thanks. I'll walk around. All right, class, if I could have your attention, we're going to get started. Now, during our 2 weeks, we are going to be doing lots of different types of activities where you get to regroup, going to different corners of the room, or maybe having a partner, maybe lining up in the hallway, maybe talking at your table. And sometimes you'll have these interactions for just 30 seconds. Some of them might be up to 15 minutes. And whatever the interaction is, I'm going to need some way of getting your attention afterwards. So this is going to be something that we use throughout all 2 weeks of our training. And there are various different ways of getting students' attention after they've been doing an activity in different groups. Depending on the age level, you might want to do things differently, and so afterwards we'll share some of the different strategies that you may have used or seen in your classes. But my attention-getting strategy that I'm going to use I think works well at any grade level. I taught high school, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise my hand, and I'm not going to say or do anything else. I'm just going to raise my hand, and what I would like for all of you to do is as soon as you see my hand raised, go ahead and raise your hand. Now, if you're in the middle of a sentence, you can finish your sentence, but go ahead and raise your hand and then finish talking as quickly as possible. And what this is going to do is those people who happen to be turned to a different location in the classroom and don't see me raise my hand, when they see other students raising their hand, then they will know also that we're going to be breaking in a second and I would like your attention. So as soon as you see somebody else raising their hand, go ahead and raise your hand as well, turn and face me. You can go ahead and put your hands down as soon as everybody has seemed to recognize that we're regrouping and everybody has gone ahead and recognized that. So in just a minute we're going to practice this. What I would like for you guys to do is to go to 4 different corners of the room, and you're going to share with one another either one of your very favorite vacation spots or where you would like to go on vacation. So you're going to go to that corner of the room if your favorite place to go on vacation is a beach. You're going to go to that corner of the room if one of your favorite vacation spots is really much more like in the mountains. Go to that corner of the room if you would like to visit a big city. Like recently I've fallen in love with the Big Apple. I love to go travel to New York City. So go to that corner of the room if you would like to go to a particular destination city. And then if there's something else that I haven't covered, like in every class maybe somebody says that they really just want a staycation. They want to just relax and get some stuff done at home, and that's really what they need, or something else that I haven't thought of, then feel free to stand over in this corner of the room. Any questions? All right, before you go, what I would like you to do is when you get to those corners is just discuss with one another where you would like to go on vacation, where you have been on vacation. Go ahead and just talk for a few seconds and give everybody else a chance to talk in that group, and then if I still haven't raised my hand, then go ahead and you guys can continue your conversations and ask each other questions and so on. So again, any other questions? Okay, so go ahead and go to your corners of the room and enjoy talking. So at this point I would walk around and I would probably listen in on some of the conversations and maybe add something, but mostly listen in to other people's conversations. And then I would stop in a point of the room that's not the front of the room where they're used to seeing me. So let's say I'm on the side of the room and I go ahead and raise my hand. And just wait. All right, awesome guys. You guys, everybody turned and faced me, and you can, the rest of you can put your hands down now. And so now we're ready to regroup and go on to the next activity. So go ahead and go on back to your seats. And I'm going to present a very short lesson, and we're going to use that attention getting strategy again. So our next lesson, I would like to remind you guys, since we've been doing the flipped classroom model, this is something that some of you guys may have read about, you know, last weekend, but some of you may have read about 2 or 3 months ago when you were preparing these lessons. So I've put up on the screen Marzano's high yield strategies, and there's 6 of them. So don't stress out, I just want to see what you remember at this point. On any scratch sheet of paper, could you just jot down which of those strategies that you remember right now? Don't share them with your group, just about 30 seconds. Go ahead and jot down what you remember about those 6 high yield strategies, if you remember their names or if you remember kind of what they dealt with. All right, go ahead. All right, guys, the next thing I'd like you to do is go ahead and discuss them with your table partners and see what you come up with. See if anybody has all 6 of them. Go ahead. All right, guys, now I'm going to put something else on the screen that's going to help you. You ready? This is actually one of the Marzano strategies. All right, guys, everybody look up here at the screen. So now you see something that's going to help jog your memory a little bit. So looking at this list, now see if your table group can remember all 6 of them. Go ahead and discuss that for a few seconds. All right, I think I see a whole bunch of tables getting these. Good job. All right, guys, so does anybody want to read these out loud? All right, go ahead. Yes, good job. You got all 6 of those. So let me go ahead and put those answers on the screen just in case any of the rest of you are like, there's one more that we forgot, or you just called it something different. Good job. So this is an example of an advanced organizer. This little memory tool of having a reminder that 3 of these strategies have 2 components with an and in the middle of them. 2 of them are have some sort of an organizer element to them. And then the last one has 3 words in its title and has groups at the end. So did you see how that advanced organizer kind of helped you to remember some information? This is also a great way to have students organize their information before they try to memorize it. And that helps with recall a lot. All right, good job, guys. Thank you.